In 3, 2, and go.
Howdy folks, Tombstone, Arizona, how you feeling? Let me hear you one time so I can hear you online. We thank you folks for coming out a little bit early. This is the pre-show. We're going to talk a little bit about what's been happening this weekend. 2 rounds of action, still got the average to figure out. USA versus Mexico, brought to you by the Copper Queen Tombstone Rural Health Clinic here on Saturday, May 8th. It's going to be Saturday Night Live, uncensored, right here in the Shootout Arena. Got a beautiful time. Here with the owner and operator of this fabulous facility, Mr. Robbie Young. How was last night?
I think that was the best round of bull riding we've ever had in this arena. It was just a great setting. The first night show we had of the year. The crowd was great. There's a lot of people here. We had a great time.
It was an awesome time. We have some wonderful folks to thank so much for this happening. We want to thank the Elite Cosmetic Services out of Sierra Vista. Also the meeting room in Sonoyta, Arizona. Arizona Bill, who's with us here last night, our sponsor of the pre-show. HCI, our buckle sponsors. Vintage Cowgirls, one of our bucket shoe sponsors. Bronco Trading Company, visit them today. There's some great people over there. Third and Survey Shopping Society, where you can still get tickets if you can make it out there as quick as possible. You got about another 35, 45 minutes to get here. We got 2 hours of solid bull riding action, so be sure you get out here early. The Branding Iron, Tombstone Dry Camping RV Park, Estelle Farms, Crystal Palace, where we have the official after party each night, and that place is packed after the bull riding. The OK Cafe, Pancho Vegas, Purgatory Leather, RDI, and Modern Living, thank you so much for the light towers. The Highlands and Feed Store for feeding our animals out back. Jensen Leather, Ebert Equine, the Good Enough Mind Underground Tour, which I took the tour today, and that is a super awesome tour, unless you're claustrophobic. Festus Taylor, Sagebrush Inn, Yaya Pennant Boutique, the Bucket Horse Welding and Construction Company, and Ranching for Hunger, a local nonprofit that helps the folks around here. And we also want to say a very, very special thank you to Dr. Eric Ariano and nurse practitioner Brandy Ariano for being our official on-site Shootout Arena medical staff, for watching over our cowboys, our bull riders, and any personnel or anybody that's heard around the arena. Let's give them a big round of applause. We sincerely appreciate their donation here to the Shootout Arena. Well, let's do a recap of last night. If you were not here last night, if you haven't seen it yet, go back to Cool FM online. Check it out. It was an awesome night of bull riding. The most bulls we've ever ridden here at the Shootout Arena. It was the most bull riders we've had by 32 bull riders, and we had 10 qualified rides. They started off with a bang, right off the top. We went 5th place, was 81 points to Hunter Kelly on Thunderstruck and Trask. That was just a great ride. 83 points was 4th place, Bo Tyler Basu on Rabies. He's the man that kicked off the show, and it was just an amazing ride. Had not seen that bull ridden since.
That's right.
Or before.
Yeah, that was the first time that bull's been rode in. I mean, he made him look, not easy, but that kid could really ride, and it was just really cool to see that bull finally get rode here, and he notched his belt with the first guy to ride Rabies at the Shootout Arena. It was pretty awesome.
And there were several bulls that were first time ridden here. We've also got Rampage. Wyatt Austin was 3rd place with 84 points and 3 G-Bucket bulls. Rampage hadn't been ridden in a while.
Yeah, he hadn't been ridden in a while. They won an event on him one time, but it was a long time ago. And, since then, no one's rode him, and Wyatt Austin showed up and got it done last night.
Had a rough start, but he did it. And then we talked about 85 points. Marco Juarez, Team Mexico, on Bull Butter of Washburn. I was breathless watching that ride.
Oh, we talk about Marco quite a bit. This guy, he's gotten better and better every time I see him here. And if you didn't think Marco was a really good bull rider, he just knocked out an NFR bull, no problem last night. That kid's awesome. He's going places.
Yes, he is, and he's only 18 years young.
Yeah.
That kid's just on the start. And our first place ride, which was, I got excited, I felt like I was riding with him. 88 points was Elijah Monette on Neck Face of Washburn. That bull had never been ridden. He twisted him easy.
We've seen a lot of bull rides. I mean, we watch tons and tons of bull rides. When I watched that one, I got excited. I've seen a lot of guys ride a lot of bulls. I was standing out in the arena clapping. It was an awesome bull ride, and it was just cool to be able to see it, in real life, in person. If you weren't out here, if you missed that ride, that's unfortunate because it was awesome. That was a great bull ride.
I remember walking up and just waiting for the scores. I walk up to you and your eyes are as big as saucers, a pizza pan. You're up. That was a bull ride. That was a bull ride. and that was amazing. The rides we had 10 qualified rides, 8 for Team USA, 2 for Team Mexico, which 8 out of 16, that's batting 500. If you're a baseball fan, batting 500, that's Hall of Fame stats beyond stats, and that's in the first round. 647.5 points for Team USA. That's a great start, but they got some great riders on Team Mexico. I talked to several of their members last night at the after party, and they said, we're going to do what we said we're going to do. We're going to come here and ride bulls. That's what we got to do. Enough said. That's all he had to say. Team Mexico is about 12%. That's a 125 batting average. Not the greatest, but they can recover. 6 good rides. USA gets a little too excited, too happy on themselves, starts bucking off. It's anybody's ball game. They're at 161 points. What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Well, this thing's far from over. I mean, we see this happen in all kinds of sports, football, you name it. One team will get momentum and just start running off with it, and then the other team will get some confidence. They get the momentum, they start running off with it. You know, the U.S. had about as good of a night as they could have had last night, unless every single member rode a bull, which they, 50% bull riding is outstanding. 50% of the guys rode bulls. But Team Mexico is not out of this thing, not by a long shot. I mean, those guys ride really good. They started a lot of really good bull rides last night, and they just didn't finish them up. And this thing's far from over. I mean, Team Mexico, they can come out here and just take the show over the night. So it's going to be exciting to watch. And, this is what the team captains are battling out for. And it's really, really cool setup. And I'm excited to watch tonight.
Speaking of Team Mexico, we have the Team Mexico captain with us, Rene Noriega. We welcome over here to hang out with us for a second. Now, Rene, thank you so much for being here. Got a question for you. What did you tell your team after the bull ride last night?
Well, we talked about it for about an hour or two last night, and we discussed the rides that they had and what they were going to do to try to improve on what they did. Some of them actually rode the bulls a lot longer than they thought they were going to, and they're going to stay focused and try to cover completely. So they're pretty well set.
Okay, and you saw the draws up there earlier. Which ones are you really looking forward to see?
I want to see Marco again. Marco's got his head on where he needs to be, and the other guys, after talking to them last night, they're ready to go. Good
to hear. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate everything you've done for us. Rene Noriega, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause.
Thank you.
Team Mexico. And now we welcome in Team USA captain Wacy Marta. His team has put the pedal to the metal. It is a 647 points, batting 500. How did that feel?
It was an awesome start. Bo Tyler Basu kicked it off for us. First guy out of the gate last night and goes out and starts it off from the 83-point bull ride. And it just gets everybody fired up because everybody wants to follow up and do the same.
And it was great to see this whole group of guys that rodeoed together for a long time. You've known a lot of these guys. When you put the team together, they're motivating each other. I talked to a lot of them. And the ones that didn't ride were just, oh, God, I got to be part of that group. Which ones do you see stepping up this evening?
I don't want to date myself, but I've known a handful of these kids in here since they were in diapers. I think there's 3 kids on this team that I rode bulls with their dads. So I've been watching these guys come up the ranks, and we probably have as much talent around Arizona than we've ever had right now that I've seen in a long, long time. There's a bunch of key matchups. It was an amazing night for us, getting to 8 whistles, 500% like Robbie said. That's a big night, and just like Team Mexico, there's a handful of other rides that were right there. I mean, you could see a lot of whistles tonight. Bo Tyler, again, started it for us last night. He's got an awesome matchup with Bull and Owen Washburns that you could, I think, see an arena record, watch high 80s, be 90. Elijah coming in here with all momentum, 88. He's fired up and ready to go. So, I mean, there's not a guy on the team that's a slouch. I know a bunch of guys on Team Mexico, too. There's a ton of talent out there. And again, like Robbie said, we're by no means taking it easy because they were just a few seconds off of probably 3 or 4 more qualified rides, and we're going to be right there at the same numbers. So we'll be coming pedal down tonight and trying to secure this deal.
What do you say to your team after you get a lead like that? It's kind of like a coach in the NBA. You're that many points ahead. What do you tell them after that?
I think most of these guys know and come out here and say, stay hungry, don't get cocky, and know that these guys are right on their heels and they're going to be coming for it. And they're going to be extra hungry last night because they want to come and make up for a few less rides. So all these guys here are experienced, even the young guys. None of them got here by accident, and they know what they're doing. So they know that you can't weaken and you can't let off or get too confident because somebody will come up and catch you.
Exactly. Thank you so much. We sincerely appreciate all your hard work putting the team together.
Thanks, Wasey.
Wasey Martin, let's hear it for Team USA's captain. So we talked about our picks last night. I was 3 for 5, not bad, better than my 1 for 5, but everybody bucked off on that one, so kind of a little different. We're going to start with my number 4, Hunter Kelly on Hummingbird at Washburn. This kid's riding the wave. He's just riding so good. Hummingbird is just a tough bull to get by. I want to see this bull twisted.
Yeah, you know, and Hunter seen Hummingbird last night, and him and I both had the same opinion. Best trip that bull's ever had, possibly the best bull out. I didn't get a chance to look at the judges' sheets yet, but he's got to be up there to either the high mark bull or really close to it. Hunter's excited, and this is going to get exciting to watch him. So that's a really good matchup. You know, I'm not making a pick. I don't know if I would have made that one 4 though. You know, just between you and I. But you got it's tough picks. Yeah. It's really tough picks tonight, and you know that's a good matchup right there.
It's a great match. It's going to be a tough one to get by. I love this bull. We saw it first out. Bo Tyler was first out on him, the gunner, on rabies. Justin Neal's got him tonight, and Justin Neal's known to spur one. It fits his style. I see him in the 3rd spot tonight.
Yeah, you know, and Justin had a little bit of a bad luck last night. He had to take a reride bull, you know, bucked him off, made a little mistake, kind of run him over a little bit. That's bull riding. You know, that's gone. He's got a good one tonight. I mean, that's, whenever you see rabies by your name, that's a boost of confidence already. He kind of got through a little bit of the mess last night, got that out of the way. Look for Justin Neal to do something big tonight.
Right. And, of course, I got to go Marco Waters in the 2nd spot. The kid is hot. He's riding everything under him. Ambitious is going to be a handful. But the kid just has such a great style of riding. The way he can make second moves and those legendary backup moves that it takes guys years to learn, he's already doing.
Yeah, I'm a Marco Waters fan. I mean, this guy's good. But that Ambitious he got rode last night. This is a tough bull to get by. We've seen him get rode a handful of times here, but he's no joke. But neither is Marco Waters. You know, this guy, like I said, I'm a huge fan of this kid. I think he's going places, and that's going to be a great matchup tonight.
I have friends call me all the time, tell me about certain riders, you know, help them get here, help them get there. They told me about him, they go, no, I'm serious, I'll bet the farm on him. So I'm really high on the kid as well. And I got to put him in the number 1 spot because he rode last night with such dominance. There wasn't a fire-breathing dragon out there that could have bucked him off. Elijah Manette, 7, he's got Randy Boone tonight. He rode a bull last night, could have been 90 easily. He stuck a spur out, but he rode with just such perfection, that bull was not going to buck him off.
The only trouble Elijah had with that bull is he made him look too easy, in my opinion. I mean, that was just an awesome bull ride. I mean, he set an arena record with 88 points last night, and that was a rank bull, and he just ate him up. And that Randy Boone he's got tonight, we're always talking, hey, when are we going to hit 90 at Shootout Arena? You might see it tonight. I mean, that is a big-time matchup. That's a big-time bucker from Owen Washburn. Elijah's rolling in here with tons of confidence. I mean, when you make a bull ride like that, I mean, you're 10 feet tall for weeks and weeks. I mean, you don't forget that feeling, and he's fresh off of it last night, and I bet he's ready to roll tonight.
Well, he's ready to roll. We got my picks. My little assassin this time is Jackson Mortensen on Arizona. The little guy's got talent. He's already been on 3 bulls. It'll be a 3rd bull he's been on today, this weekend. He's going to other rodeos as well. And this little guy is, after the buck-off injury, he was not happy. And he wants something. He wants payback.
You know, Jackson, you know, on a good day after he ate his lunch, he might weigh 90 pounds. And last night, I mean, he got on a big, strong bull. And, I mean, he went after him. But, I mean, that bull just really put the yank on Jackson. I mean, this is a high school kid taking a stab at one of the rankest bulls going. And, you know, he shouldn't hang his head bucking off that one. He went after him as good as he can. Tonight, the bull he's got is, I think, fits him way better. Nice little smaller bull, turns back, gets it on. That's Jackson's style. I mean, just the fact that a high schooler is here is impressive. But that Arizona he's got tonight, that's going to be, I'd say Jackson gets that road, and, you know, that could possibly be the round winner right there.
I haven't seen talent like his since the days of Chris Edwards when he came out of high school and was smoking everybody. This kid's still got a couple more years to get out of high school, and he's got a lot of talent. That's my assassin for the night. Folks, Cool FM Online, check it out. There's still a chance for you to come out. If you were watching us online, get on over. You got about 35, 45 minutes to get here. We're all going to be here. We're rolling on to the perfs, 7 o'clock start time. We got the team captains ready. We got Robbie ready. We got the Bulls ready. The music's going to get pumped up. We're going to get wild. Tombstone, Arizona, are you ready to get some bull riding going? On behalf of our sponsors, we thank you so much for coming out. Thank you, team captains. We'll be checking with you. We'll be doing the buckle presentation immediately following the last bull bucking. Thank you for watching Cool FM Online. We'll be seeing you here at 7 o'clock start time. Be safe and God bless.